On December 30th, there was finally an arrest in the unsolved murders of 4 college students at the University of Idaho in early November. 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger was arrested by a SWAT team in a Pennsylvania home where he was staying, according to local news sources. The police entered the home around 3 a.m. on Friday and took Kohberger into custody, nearly 7 weeks after the 4 students were found brutally stabbed to death in their off-campus house. The arrest happened in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, a town at the foothills of the Pocono Mountains. The police also seized a white Hyundai Elantra that matched the description of a white car that was captured on surveillance video near the scene of the crime in Idaho on the night of the November murders. Police had asked for the public's assistance in finding the white car, which they believed was a model from 2011, 12, or 13. Kohberger was pursuing a doctorate in criminal justice at Washington State University in Pullman, Washington, which is less than 10 miles from the University of Idaho. Washington State removed a student page referencing Kohberger after his arrest. Records also show that a man named Bryan Kohberger received a master's degree in criminal justice from DeSales University in Pennsylvania in 2022. During his time at DeSales, Kohberger reportedly reached out in a Reddit community of former prisoners to ask for help with a research survey about, quote, how emotions and psychological traits influence decision-making when committing a crime, end quote. He described himself as a student researcher and implied he was working on a college project. Some thought this sounded suspicious at the time. Kohberger will be extradited back to Idaho on first-degree murder charges, and on the surface it seems like the police have caught the man responsible for these heinous murders. I'm sure that the students at the University of Idaho have breathed a collective sigh of relief, since most of them have lived in fear since the night of the murders. Most importantly, I hope the family and friends of the 4 victims are reassured that justice will be served to the person responsible for the shocking loss of the 4 young lives.